And welcome back. This is Patrice Buidibila once again for Panasonic Live at IFA 2012. This time it's about smart VIERAs. No, that's what we had this morning. This time it's about VIERAs, but about connection, about networking. And my experts, coming from Spain, Georgie.
Hello, good afternoon.
And from the UK, we have Mr. Billing. Matthew, welcome back again to the program.
Good afternoon, Patrice.
So here we are in the networking booth, and you about, not to explain me, but to our viewers, what is this networking all about? And also, please reply all the questions that will pop up on this dear tablet PC here. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. So shall we start with the question, or is it that you want to introduce me to the booth first of all?
I think George would like to introduce VIERA Connect.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you're welcome to the VIERA Connect area in the Panasonic booth in this 2012. VIERA Connect is a smart VIERA cloud-based system platform that is offering to the end user the possibility to get contents, to get applications, and also to get a browser to find what they want to have in their TV. And basically, we offer to the end user different kinds of possibilities, different kind of categories. Those categories are video, movie, fitness, games, just a lot of different possibilities where the end user can access from their sofa, and they can get relaxed and just get what they are expecting to have in their TV, but is usually totally different what they are expecting to have in their PC.
Exactly. So just to give you a kind of an idea about this whole topic here. So let's start with the first question coming from Oliver, who, well, pretty much wanted to just know what is VIERA Connect. This answer has just been given there. Oliver, that's how fast it goes.
Let's take a step over here as well. We can actually see VIERA Connect in all its glory.
In all its glory. Do you mind if I ask you then the first question coming from Sharon Shazbaz Valis, who would like to know, VIERA Connect looks very exciting. What are the latest models capable of doing?
There you go.
Okay, well, the latest models are, of course, all the lineup, or almost all the lineup in 2012.
Yes.
So DT50 and E50, ET5, E85, and okay, we have almost 70% of our models are on this year are supporting the VIERA Connect and the connectivity. But we have started with VIERA Connect already in 2008, what means that we have already almost 4 years of models launched to the market with that feature.
Of which I learned last year that I can update it, but now the update options are limited. But okay, so Sharon, this has been your answer then, hopefully. Just have to work on that. My television is going to be able to do the same thing, but that's a different question.
As we discussed this morning, Patrice, you know, your TV is limited by its technology. So as technology moves forward, the televisions get more advanced, and as that happens, we can apply more applications through the VIERA Connect platform.
Even the Skype camera has become thinner. Much thinner.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, but I'm not going to complain about that. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that right now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not here to complain. I'm here to help out.
How
about to ask question by Stephen Jobs. Stephen Jobs, not Steve Jobs. Can I use VIERA Connect with my normal TV? Apparently not. It needs to be a VIERA itself.
It needs to be a smart VIERA.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be older than 4 years, otherwise you won't have VIERA Connect at all.
Well, we launched it in 2008, noted in all the lineups. So he needs to verify if his TV model really can connect to the internet.
But actually, while I think about it, if I may interject there,
yeah,
we can actually use smart the VIERA Connect platform on our Blu-ray players, our Blu-ray home theaters,
That's
that
correct.
kind of thing. So if we have an older television, we can introduce a newer player with those facilities on.
Ah, that's also, so also like the latest Blu-ray player should be also give me the option just to use smart VIERA.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, there you go, you see.
See? Okay, so Stephen Jobs, so this question has been answered for the two of us, which is great, so thank you so much for this question. Continuing with a question coming from Paul. He would like to know, would my grandmother be able to use VIERA Connect? And this is difficult without insulting any family members or because you don't even know her, but apparently he would like to know how easy is it to use. I think that's more PC.
Yeah, well, basically, VIERA Connect has one really good point, that is that you are using all the applications through your remote control.
Yes.
What means that just with one click, you can access to any of the content.
We can actually
let's do a
demonstrate it
demonstration.
right
Let's do a demonstration. Right.
Okay.
So, for example, we look at this television here. You can see several applications on the screen already, which are accessed through the VIERA Connect button. I'm going to use the directional arrows on the remote control, and I'm going to go up and across, and I'm going to highlight Shoutcast Radio. Any guesses what Shoutcast Radio might be, Patrice?
It's a radio on Shoutcast.
Exactly, that sounds about right. Okay, so imagine, well not imagine, these days with digital television we can listen to our digital radio services through the TV. But with Shoutcast Radio we now have the ability to actually select what music we want to listen to. So we're not dictated about, if you listen to a radio station you only listen to the music they're playing. But here we can select a genre, for example. Do you know what genre this
Paul is definitely into easy listening.
Easy listening, okay.
That's his thing.
Okay, so we
Paul
go down.
is an easy listening.
Again, using the arrows on the remote control, we're going to select easy listening, push the OK button, and we're going to go for...
Exotica, please. It needs to be Exotica.
Okay.
Easy listening must always be...
Yes.
And then you see a list of the individual radio stations on there, and you just simply select that, and that will now start playing through the television. So my question back to you would be, do you think that was easy to use?
Well, not to me, but to Paul.
Well, I think that's as easy as it gets.
So what you're telling me is if the grandmother is able just to operate a remote control, she should be able just to use VIERA Connect.
Yeah. Simple, left, right, up, down, and OK.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no offense whatsoever. I think she's going to be fine just with this remote. Paul, this has been your answer. Continuing with the next one from Adios Ilkis. I had them before. What is the key feature of VIERA Connect? What is exceptional about it? I mean, we just discovered some or learned something about the key features.
Yep.
But what makes it really so exceptional in your own words?
Well, Jordi, I don't know, but I think the video on demand services are quite exceptional. Should we go through those?
Yeah, of course, the contents are exceptional, but I think that the most exceptional of our platform is that it's a cloud-based. Cloud-based means that the applications are not not using memory in the TV. They are only in the cloud, and then when you are using that application, it's not downloading on the TV. What it means that you can have as many applications as you want, because it's not limited by the TV and is continuously updated. So I think this is an advantage that other platforms haven't. Of course, content. Yes.
Yeah. Should we do a demonstration of the video on demand service?
Yeah, we could do that anyway. And this has been your answer then, Andreas. Oh, cozy, a couch, but no, let's not sit down. So this is like the living room, how you have it at home, the two of you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, of course. So, right, so if we select the internet button there, you can see here, for example, that we've got a selection of video on demand services. Now, this is something that Jordi is actually quite proud of, in the fact that, for example, in the UK we have Netflix, we also have Ace Tracks, but in Germany I believe you have Maxdome.
Yes, we do have Maxdome.
Yeah, and it was the 3D one was the...
Yeah, the 3D always an application for 3D content.
3D content.
Like VIERA 3D World.
Right, so, okay. So
a very important thing for this year. I mean, the Olympic Games, over 200 hours of footage have been shot in 3D.
content, yeah. Yeah, all done on Panasonic equipment. So if we select that, for example, you can see there that will select the VIERA 3D World, select it in standard, and within a few seconds, some content from London is playing on the television in 3D. So that's pretty exceptional, don't you think, Patrice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like kind of amazed just about what you offer already there.
About what, sorry?
No, I'm just amazed that it's like how simple it really is. Just like having your 3D program. I remember last year just mentioning it that it will be great just to have a 3D channel, and there it is.
And there it is, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we've got the more familiar ones like YouTube. It's obviously world famous, isn't it, for the short internet video clips. And with YouTube, we can select that on the television and access that particular application straight away and start searching.
But don't be shy. You can also talk to people there. It's not a big deal.
I'll come over this side, shall I?
Yeah, of course. Like YouTube, that's something also we've been able just to discover like the last year.
Yeah. So we can select animation and start playing that on the TV.
All right, then let's go for the next question here. Tales of Mere Existence by Levni Yilmaz. Okay, I'm not here to watch a like program. I'm here just to go through your questions. Will the see, it's still a popular TV, I would say. Will the VT20 ever get full VIERA Connect market compatibility? I was told no.
And do you remember why?
Because no.
As I said to you earlier, you know, it's about the technology within the televisions. If your TV is, what, 2 or 3 years old now, isn't it, VT20? Technology has moved on. It's still a great picture, it's still a great television, but the actual infrastructure inside the television, the technology has moved on, and we've moved with the times. The latest generation of TVs, like the VT50 now, which would be the current equivalent, that's got all the latest technology. It means we can access all the latest applications and utilize every single one of those in the latest generation of TVs. But unfortunately, because you're limited by your hardware, you can't update the older sets all the time for every single application.
So it remains a great television. I believe that's the reason why you bought a television. But when it comes to those new technologies, then you need to have the latest hardware for it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Billy Bob, I've been asking the question before, and it's still depressing. Still depressing. Billy Bob, that was your question. Thank you so much. Continuing with the next one, which apparently needs some time. It's great. I'm here networking, and the only thing that doesn't work is like the network of my tablet PC.
There is a lot of networks here, Patrice.
But we always have backup. The good old paper still works. Catherine would like to know, do all VIERA TVs come with a built-in camera for video chat? I can answer that. They used to they offer you cameras that you can put on top, not for any television.
Yep.
But for example, when it comes to VIERA Connect, you can use. They used to have like those bulky, thick type of cameras before, but apparently a new one came out, which I just saw, which is just like that thin.
Ultra slim one, yep.
And still HD.
But what's the benefit? Can you remember the benefits of an external camera?
Well, first off, the benefit of not having a camera.
No, of an external camera, as opposed to having it built in.
Well, first of all, like there's the majority of people don't feels like spending money for something that they don't even want to use. So it's up to you afterwards if you want to have a camera or not. And then also, like a lot of people don't feel comfortable having a permanent camera there without being, I don't know, being able to be shut down or anything like that. That's what I would believe. Yeah,
they're both great valid points. The other things are that we can offer a high quality camera because it's an external. It's it's a device in its own right, so it's a much higher quality camera, and it's got 4 very high quality microphones in there as well. And the focal length is particular because when you're watching a television, you're normally 2 or 3 meters away sitting on a sofa, whereas a normal webcam, you're just this far from your computer, aren't you? So it's a different focal length as well.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, then I like your reason too. I like mine, but I like the third reason.
The combination makes the perfect.
And there is another reason, important reason, that is the microphone. Because usually, when you are at 3-4 meters and you want to capture the signal from everyone that is around the TV, you don't need an unusual microphone. You need to have some special system of microphones in order to have that voice really clear and loud. So it's not only a picture reason. Of course, picture reason is the most important, but also the sound quality should be good and should be great. Okay, so I believe, Catherine, these are enough reasons just to explain how it is with television, VIERAs, and cameras. So they don't come. That's an option. They don't come all of it. These are not notebooks. Pretty much you don't find a notebook without a camera these days, but you will find still a television without cameras. But if you're looking for cameras, you also have a Lumix department there. I can tell you everything about it, and if not, I have experts for it. Thank you, Catherine, for your question. Pat still is not working, so we go into the next one. And Johnny, be good. Is VIERA Connect like a smartphone for my TV? Is that something that we could compare to a smartphone? Well, yeah. It is not a touch screen. That's what I realized earlier.
No.
The concept is totally different because in your smartphone, usually you pick up some apps, you pick up some contents, and you see for a brief. But usually you don't stay looking at your iPhone during a long time. But in the TV, the place is different. I mean, you try to get relaxed. You usually are not searching from a lot of contents, but you know what you want to see. Then the content itself is different, and also, of course, the size of the screen is limiting the quality and the feeling that you have when you are getting the content.
But then again, when it comes to options, as for example, using Skype, it is familiar. It is similar to like a smartphone, but as I said, you don't have the same interaction as with the smartphone. Most of them have like touch screens, which we don't have here. As well, it's not made for regular phone calls. It's still a television, but supported by apps still.
Yeah, okay, but don't forget as well with the VIERA remote control application on your smartphone or smart tablet, you can interact with the television, with VIERA Connect, via those smart devices. So although the concepts are slightly different, at the same time they do kind of work with each other. So for example, if you on YouTube and you wanted to search for a video, you can use the keyboard within your smart device on that VIERA Connect, VIERA remote application. You can use that keyboard to type into the television. So you can, although you say it's different, at the same time you can join them both together and make them both work as one.
Okay, so it's more of a working together. It's about networking.
Yeah, it's all about networking.
It's all about networking.
One of the 5 pillars, as we mentioned this morning.
Which leads us to the next question coming from Stefan Wenzner. Can I also stream apps from my smartphone to use with VIERA Connect? Well, next to the VIERA app, which is there to remotely control a TV, is anything else that you can use on apps on a television screen?
Well, no, the applications that are in the televisions are actually in the television. You wouldn't necessarily share applications, and there's very good reasons for that, which I know Geordie can tell you all about things like the children's apps and the video apps. I know you've been working very hard on those, haven't you?
Yeah,
to make them unique.
Yeah, well, basically for kids, we are offering a new category that we just launched in IFA, and that category is taking care of the contents that the children can get from the TVs, because usually when you get your kids alone.
Should we show them?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Should we show them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
why
sure.
not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's here for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, usually I don't really need something that controls program for children. I need something that controls program for adults, because I feel very offended sometimes of the German TV program, but you're not familiar with that. That's what we need, an application for that. Okay, so ABC for kids. So that will be something for me. But you see, I immediately will go run to the television and try to touch it.
Yeah. Well, but you don't need to go to the TV and touch it, because you can do from your remote control from your app.
I'm just thinking, being a child, a little tiny child, and I see it says play. I want to touch it. I want to play with it. But okay, what about the new program that you're introducing here at the IFA?
Right. Well, the unique part of it is that these things are secure. So Geordie's been working individually with each individual application to make sure that they're secure, and you can't. Well, you can explain it better than I can, can't you?
Yeah. Well, we have been working basically with a kids applications. For us, the most important is the parental control. What means that you can leave alone to the kids watching TV, because you are sure that they are not going to go to inappropriate content. And because of that, we really strictly secure that the contents and the partners are taking care of that parental control, and that the contents are following strict terms and conditions that we sign with the content provider. So it's a really nice TV or nice content for the kid that they can enjoy anytime.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I'm learning. Now it's E.
Yes.
Yeah.
F.
E is for elephant.
Actually, I like the graphics. Like, that could be also like for older kids.
They're great graphics, aren't they? They're punchy, they're bright, you're interacting with your children, they're learning at the same time. So it's a great, fun piece of app work that we've got on our television.
And fish, F for fish.
F for fish.
Okay, so then I have a question coming from Bizat Karimi, who would like to know, does VIERA Connect still use DLNA? I think yes, because it's a standard, like it's an international standard.
Well, you can access to VIERA Connect also through another devices, but basically it's using Wi-Fi connection with a router for connection to internet, or Ethernet connection.
But DLNA is still in use.
Yeah, DLNA, of course, in TV is using DLNA to communicate with other devices.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So this is still in use. Timothy Goggin would like to know, is Smart VIERA compatible with other brand Blu-ray players, etc.? Yeah.
Yes.
It's also like quite a standard.
Yeah.
And actually, if you don't have a a Panasonic television, so not a smart VIERA, you can use a Blu-ray player by Panasonic and use it with any other brand as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
See? Thank you, Timothy, for that question. Coming to the next one. Oh, this is a hot topic, meaning that this is a question that several people have been asking. And they would like to know simply about multitask. Is that possible?
Yeah, multitask is definitely possible. Trying to find a television
Which one?
here.
Which one is it? Looking for a TV?
Yeah,
I got
for
one.
a television. Yeah.
That one?
Oh no, that's DT50. That's it. Won't do multitask. We need a WT.
Yes, we need a WT.
Yeah, so we've got a WT there. So you can see there we have a list of applications.
Hold on a second, because you just came up with some names. To me, they just look the same.
Well, the WT is it's a higher specification. It has something inside it called a dual core processor.
Ah, yeah, I heard about
right, which gives us the ability to do something called
multitask.
Multitask. There we go.
I see.
Right, so we select in this particular application, we're going to select Uno. And this will load up a very simple game there eventually. It'll take a few seconds, but what we're going to do, on the remote control, we're going to push VIERA Tools. And you see there, it's lifted the page to wonder, see if there's any other applications running. And at this particular juncture, there is not. Okay, so we're going to go back to Uno. I'm going to push the Internet button, and it will go back. And here, I'm going to load... what we've got over there, is that one the Star
Armada.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I've loaded.
Let's see how high the high score will get by the end of this fair.
Yeah, yeah. So now we've loaded the same game over there. But if I push my if I push my VIERA Tools button now, you'll see that Uno is one of the applications that's actually running in the background.
Okay.
Yeah. And I can run several applications via multitasking. So for example, let's say we were looking at YouTube and we're watching a video or one of the video on demand services, okay? But somebody calls us on the Skype system, yeah? So we go to VIERA Tools.
Go for a break.
Well, we go to VIERA Tools, we go to Skype, we do our Skype call, and then we come back and we go VIERA Tools back to the original video on demand service that you were using in the first place.
Okay, so this question is simply answered. It's yes,
yeah,
they're able to.
On the
but
top range
apparently
TVs, we can do multitasking. Yeah, so the VT50 in the plasma range, and the GT50 in the plasma range, and the WT in the LED range.
Okay, so that leaves us a little second. Then, first of all, I thank you for that question, Sarah, Ina, and the Panasonic fan. And we're coming now to our poll, which I would expect. We wanted to know from you guys. I'm waiting for it. No, not yet. I don't have a poll on my pad. Then I go with another question, if you don't mind. You see, that's how it goes. That's live business. Does the remote app also work with all the games on VIERA Connect?
Yes, it does. Yeah, I mean, obviously it does. But we do have other applications. So if we just step over here.
Okay.
This is part of the VIERA Connect market. Okay, so VIERA Connect market basically is where you would buy all your individual apps, which we'll go through in a moment. But for now, we'll concentrate on the extra control. So as you've just seen over in that section there, we've got games available through the VIERA Connect platform. Yeah. But you can now purchase the controls to connect straight to the television to do your gaming straight on the television without any need for an external games machine.
So for a maximum of comfort, I could get some extra accessories. But other than that, to reply the question correctly, I can also use the VIERA app for my smart device, either a tablet or phone, and then I can also use it to play games.
That's it. You can either use your smart device or you can buy the extra controllers. Again, you can get keyboards for surfing the web and so on.
Okay. Yeah. So the answer is yes, but there's more of a choice.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we come into the poll because we want to know, to me, the biggest benefit of VIERA Connect is it either social networking on a TV, surfing on the internet on a TV, gaming without a console on a TV? What would what do you think is your preferences? The biggest benefit, social networking on TV, surfing, gaming without a console?
Well,
the choice is yours.
It's difficult to choose. We open so many possibilities because at the end.
For you personally.
For me personally.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the time. I think that gaming is great because as you said, we have so many peripherals that we can connect directly to the TV that is really easy to enjoy with games in a big screen and from your sofa. So I would say gaming.
For me, it would probably be social networking, but with the addition to my family of a beautiful new daughter, maybe the kids' apps are going to be much more beneficial to me in the future.
It's interesting. The majority goes for surfing on the internet.
Yeah.
But so we
Choice
have
is
all
yours,
the
isn't it?
choice is yours.
But we cover all bases, and I think that's probably the most important message to get out there about VIERA
Probably.
Connect.
Oh, Regina could have been also Regina. Then would have been my mother. If I use the Mom, why are you calling? I'm working. If I use the remote app with my smartphone or iPad, do I still need a controller? No, you don't need it, but you can get one in order to make it perhaps more
And use
comfortable.
either or.
Yeah, because for example, I'm so old school. I have the tendency. I don't like to play too many games just like with a touch screen. I like to have a controller in my hand. I'm too old for these new things sometimes. Sometimes. Thank you, Regina. This has been your answer. Coming to the next one, Mark Weber would like to know, how much can I customize my app library? I don't know if he's asking how many he can have, or in which way is he able just to customize anything?
Yeah. Well, yeah, again, we use this TV as a demonstration. I think it's only fair, but you can see their selection of applications.
Is there a certain is there a maximum amount of application that you can use?
No, it's illimited. So you can use as many as you want, because it is a cloud system, and then you don't need to download it on the TV. Okay. So you are always connected with those applications.
Okay, that makes sense.
As far as customization is concerned, you can see here on the television now I've brought up a list and overview of all the pages with my applications on. And I can actually move these applications from one place to another. I can highlight them and delete them as such from the actual list. So if I want the setup there, I can move it to there. If I want the setup on the front page, I can move it to the front page. The choice is mine. Okay. So yes, it's fully customizable.
So Mark, this has been your answer. Continuing with the next one coming from Marcus. Can I save movies to a hard drive from VIERA Connect? It depends, I guess.
Can you save movies from a hard drive?
Can I save movies to a hard drive from VIERA Connect? I don't think for legal reasons that it will be possible. For example, having VOD, as we actually call it, the video on demand. Yeah. If you use this one, if you watch Netflix, you won't be able just to store your movies.
No, I think there's a copyright infringement there that you would cross. So no, I don't think.
Other than that, when I use VIERA Connect, can I record anything? I mean, is there a chance without video on demand to have movies in general?
There's no ability within the system to allow you to record what you're doing, or so on and so forth.
So no would be the answer.
Yeah, not from VIERA Connect, but of course you can record from other content.
Yeah. From other content.
Yeah. At the end in VIERA Connect you have all the content available, so it's not you really don't need to use your space in your hard disk or in your SD
Yeah, but
card.
rather having the stepmom in your place, it's better to have the content and bring it to the place of the stepmom, so you can leave the content in the stepmom that way wherever she is. That's why I think he wanted to know if it's possible.
Right. Okay.
If the stepmom, let's say, doesn't have VIERA Connect at her place.
Yeah. Well,
that's why.
Stepmom can always come back a couple of days later and watch the same video on demand service then.
Yeah, but at her place then. You know what I mean? Okay, Marcus, thank you for your question. That has been your answer. Continuing with, that's a great thing about the segment here. Really feel we're learning a lot of social issues here. That's great. HD Mania would like to know, how do I know what apps are available in my country?
That's a very good question.
Other than via television set, is there another option?
Well, what happens is when you set the television up, your TV will know through the internet provider roughly what area of the world you're in, and it will provide you with individual local content. So we have different applications for different parts of Europe and the rest of the world.
So I wouldn't be able just to have any applications from other countries if I want to go over to Spain and have something there. Would I be able just to download it or actually use them in my German TV set?
Some applications are globally, then you can have it in every country. And there are other applications that are basically local, because the provider only have the rights for that area, for that country. Then it depends on the rights of the pictures. Yeah, but we can see here we have some demo.
So depending on the territory where you are right now, then he's gonna
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here you can see this, as it's highlighted there with the German flag in the top left-hand corner. These are the more German-specific applications. So we've got Maxdome, which we've already mentioned, Bild.de, which I believe is picture, isn't it? Bild?
Bild.de, yeah.
Yeah.
Bild.de, it's like the sun.
Right, okay.
So now you know what we're talking about. Great.
Yeah, you've got QTOM. Again, you've got Ace Tracks, which we also have in the UK, and Eurosport as well, which predominantly comes from Europe, doesn't it? Being called Eurosport. In the UK, we have one of our most popular applications, actually the BBC iPlayer, which has just taken off since you've been able to watch it on television. Previously, iPlayer was a laptop-based service, and what's happened is that people didn't want to watch television on a laptop, they wanted to watch it on the television. So
Right.
once we bring it onto the television, everybody wants to watch it. We've got BBC Sport, Netflix, and so on. Spain, I guess. Jordi,
Yeah.
you're about to tell me more about
Las
these
aventuras de
applications?
Tadeo Jones.
Yeah, we have ATV, a la carta,
A la
that is
carta.
specifically for Spain, or we have Wacky TV, that is a video-on-demand service.
Maybe I should explain in general. First of all, if you want to use VIERA Connect, what you need is an internet connection. So either
Yeah.
via Ethernet, or you can also use the dongle. I mean, that's my generation television. Use a dongle for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the early television smart
The
TVs
early, yeah.
used a dongle, didn't they? But the recent generation, the 2012 generation of TVs, mostly have wireless built into them. There's only a couple of TVs at the beginning that need a dongle or a hard wire.
Exactly, and therefore the Connect detects your location through the service that he has to go through, and therefore is going to offer only that what is then there to be chosen within your own local destination. So that's probably what you need to know first of all when it comes to VIERA Connect. So it's up to you to discover. We can not really see where you're from, so it's up to you just to discover what options are there within your VIERA Connect network. So thank you for that question, HD Maniac. Thank you for that answer. Thank you for that question.
No problem.
Continuing with the next one. Dun, 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 dun. It's specifically this corner where I lose access. It's not a big deal. That's why we have a... Antonio Alvaro. Is that a Spanish name? Antonio
It
Alvaro?
sounds like
It
Spanish.
sounds Spanish. Do all VIERA TVs comes with a built-in camera for video chat? No, we already had that one. But Tech Blogger would like to know, is VIERA Connect like a smart... Do we have the same again here? Yes. Yes. Let's go for the question by Max. Can I set different personal profiles for using VIERA Connect? Do I need profiles in general? It's just like the television. It's a television.
Yeah, but basically there is only one profile that you can create, because you can easily, as we saw before, you can easily change and adapt the content at your taste. So you can download from the App Store. We can see maybe.
Yeah, please, because also in this corner I just learned that we don't even have Wi-Fi. The corner of the networking area, there's no Wi-Fi.
What we could do, though, if you wanted to customize it a bit more, you could have like page 1 as dad's page, you could have page 2 as mum's page, page 3 as the daughter's page, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can show the.
It's always handy to have a
VIERA
remote on
apps,
you.
the VIERA Connect.
You want to go to the VIERA Connect Market, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the market system that we entered earlier, but in here you will see, different. We've got featured ones here, so we've got the games there, we've got golf. You've got the German one, we've got trailers for upcoming movies, we've got news apps and so on. You've got video and movies, so if I select that now, again, easy to do. I'm just using left and right, up and down arrows and the OK button.
Like a grandma?
Like your grandma, yeah. We've got comedy, we've got docu-films. There's so many different applications on here. It makes it far, far more exciting than it's ever been before. We've got music, so you'll see Shoutcast Radio on there, I'd imagine. There it is, look. We've even got one of your favourites, Red Karaoke, so you can actually do karaoke live through the VIERA Connect platform.
How did you know?
So, you've got all your friends and family around.
Yeah.
Sunday night, barbecue maybe, the sun's out. Not that happens often in England, but maybe in Spain, or you've got far more chance of seeing the sunshine.
River's kind of familiar right now.
Yeah, so you can do Red Karaoke, so that could be quite good fun. You've got sports apps, you've got games apps, you've even got the social networking, so it's something we've not really talked about so far. But we've got Facebook on there, we've got Twitter on there.
Oh, exactly. That would be one point, is that you always have to log in and log out in order just to make it accessible to others? I think that will be
yes.
one of the reasons just to have individual profiles.
Yeah, you could do that. One of the other ones, though, that we've got, actually, to combine Facebook and Twitter at the same time, is something called the Social Networking TV application.
Okay.
Now, do you mind if I download this? And
No,
yeah,
please.
that's okay. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to hit that. It's free to download, so you can see the installation was actually seconds, yeah? So it was done very, very quickly. We're going to go back to the home screen now, and we're going to find that application. And it's there. It's highlighted straight away. And I'm going to enter that application. Now, bearing in mind, I've only just downloaded this, and it's already there. It's on the screen. It's up
You're
and
just
coming.
happy that finally it worked, like also like on the live stream, because
Yeah.
usually the problem is when you have something in live and it's most of the stuff. No, actually everything worked except perhaps like 2 things which were minor.
Swipe or share.
Yeah, so that's why he's very glad that at least something really happened the way it's supposed to happen.
So the point of this application is that you are now currently watching television while you've got your social networking site running simultaneously down the side of your television screen.
Is that a current feed right now?
That's a current demonstration feed.
Is that you? Are you a friend of Mr. Short Nugget?
No. We're not signed in. Look, we're not signed in. That's just a random.
No one wants me, because I miss my ex.
Now, if we touch the yellow button, we can change the service to Facebook. Okay, and we can have Facebook coming down the side as well, right? So let's just click that. Link to Facebook continues in Facebook application.
So this is really networking. This is like sharing whatever you see on television. You can add a comment and then like share it with others.
Now again, let me paint you a picture. Let's see the benefit of what this is all about.
Yeah.
Imagine you're watching your favourite sport, which is? Nobody watches darts, so don't
sink swimming.
Synchronized.
Synchronized swimming.
Okay, all right. Well,
that's my favourite sport.
You know, you do a lot of travelling around, so you could be watching this on your television. I imagine your friends are quite travel orientated as well. They could be watching the synchronized swimming where they are. You could be watching it where you are, and you can communicate through the Facebook platform while you're both watching the same thing. Now, likewise, with Twitter, generally people follow the more famous people as opposed to just their friends. It's kind of separated, doesn't it? Friends is Facebook, famous people is Twitter. Do you Twitter, Patrice?
Yes, I do regularly.
Do you have many followers?
I'm trying to get more and more. It's Patrice Berlin. So whenever you
Patrice Berlin?
Patrice Berlin, if you want to look for me, it's Patrice Berlin.
Excellent. Right. So I don't know how many followers you are, but they could be following you right now while you're live at IFA. You could have somebody putting your feed up the side there, and they would know exactly what's going on in your life while they're watching television.
You see, that's what we should try for the next few days, that I'm going to log in here, and whenever we're going to come back to networking, let's see if I just simply can work on that.
Okay.
But
it's a great feature, yeah?
Yeah.
It is a great feature.
And it's got some real benefits.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to make television so much more exciting. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that question for later.
Okay.
Britton Black, as the final question, will VIERA Connect eventually have love film functionality? Love film? Is that a network, or is he referring to adult?
Love film.
Love film.
Yeah, it's a very popular video-on-demand service that's worldwide.
Yeah, no, it's currently in
We don't have it in Germany.
In UK. It's currently a video-on-demand service for UK, quite popular. And
I'm not trying to be immature, but love film. What is love film about?
And it's just, do you remember the old video shops?
Yeah.
Right. So video shops morphed into renting movies online. They'd send you the DVD, you'd watch them and post them back.
Yeah.
Well, that's Love Film was actually started in that kind of genre. So you rented the movies, they sent them to you, you watched them, sent them back. But Love Film is now a video-on-demand service through the smart TV platform.
Ah.
And it's basically, that person is asking, is it coming to the Panasonic VIERA Connect service?
So do you offer a law firm, and do I have some extras using VIERA Connect then?
Well, currently, Love Films is still not available in UK. And I think the question is if it will be. And of course, we are always looking for the best content and agreements. But so far, unfortunately, that's true. It's not available.
So maybe not for now.
Maybe. Who knows what's going to happen in the future.
So if anyone from law firm in the UK is watching this right now, apparently at Panasonic there's high interest just to work together. We can bring that together. Send us. You get the email. You now also have my Twitter address, Patrice Berlin. I'm happy just to out and to network you guys. And that's it for this segment. Thank you guys so much for sharing some time.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Absolute pleasure again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And don't hesitate to send us some questions. And remember, you will be able just to win also a TV today by Panasonic top branch. Actually, I could tell now you can win a 3-year-old TV, and I might get a new one today. Yeah, you might get a VT20. So thank you so much for all your questions, and hope to see you like for the next hour then again here live from the Panasonic booth here in Berlin at the IFA.